There's something special about waking up to the sound of a river cutting through the Appalachian Mountains. So while I was driving up to PA, I figured I'd stop and spend some time in West Virginia, a state I haven't had much time to explore. Carved by one of the oldest rivers in the continent, this is New River Gorge, America's newest national park. A rugged stretch of wilderness where the mornings are quiet, the air is cool, and camping's still completely free. I'll put a link to the map down below just because it's so big, but I zoomed into this one area to just show you some of the campsites. From the research that I did do, Meadow Creek just looked like one big open field, and I wanted a little bit more privacy, so that one's out. So coming up, I checked out Army Camp first, and that was completely full, and they had about 2 people running generators. So even though the river was really close and it looked like a pretty cool spot, that was definitely out. And then I went over to Grandview Sandbar next, and that place, it looked like people have been living there for weeks. So I went up the road to Glade Creek. Glade Creek was completely full, and it was starting to get pretty dark. So I ended up just parking on the side of the road, about a half mile up the road right here where this arrow's at. I figured I was going to go hike Glade Creek Trail first thing in the morning, so it's the last resort parking on the side of the road, but I didn't think anyone was going to bug me. Here's where I slept last night. I figured I'd give you an idea of how far off the road you could get. Oh, what a spot. All the birds are out. After the hike, I figured I'd go up to the visitor center, check out the bridge, and do the Endless Wall hike. So after a few short hikes, I didn't want to make the same mistake I made yesterday and not having a site before dark. So I was actually talking to a river guide earlier in the day, and I was telling him about how much trouble I was having finding a camping spot. He told me to go ahead and try Golly Tailwaters up north because they haven't started releasing yet, so I have a better shot. Well, he was right. It is empty, but holy shit, this campsite sucks. This would be the last resort of anything. There's zero privacy, a lot of trash in all of the fire rings and everything, but if you look hard enough and know where to go, there is a gem, an absolute gem here. Got a little sandbar. This place was awesome, and the next morning delivered the same. There's nothing better than jumping in some cold water right when you wake up. Next day we packed up everything and went to Spruce Knob in Seneca Rocks. It's the highest point in West Virginia. and I found probably one of my favorite camp spots I've ever been to in my whole life. Just absolutely no one around. I didn't see one person all day, and I didn't even set up a tent or anything. Like, just chilled by the water all night. It was perfect. Best night of sleep I've had in a long time.
There we go. There he is. Tees. Their spot for the night.
And that's it. Hit the road to Pennsylvania. So thanks for coming along with this little journey, and I'll leave you with how I ended that night on that perfect camp spot.